again.
And it's not just the coastal areas that are flooding as well. You have to worry about this on the roads.
That's right. Those roads can prove to be dangerous. We're finding that out this morning. Our Justin Michaels live in Lynn, Massachusetts. 3 people trapped in a car for a little while, stuck in high water. Right, Justin?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Brian. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jackie. You're going to hear from one of those people in just a moment, but you can see some of those floodwaters are still there as cars are traveling up and down Commercial Street here in Lynn, Massachusetts. A little disgusting and startling fact, we learned about the water you're seeing right there, and that was much higher earlier. The water commissioner here in Lynn says that that is not just rainwater. It is a combination of rainwater, sewage from people's homes, and also industrial waste. A much larger story there. We'll continue to follow that because it's going to cost about $110 million to fix that. I also want to show you, just like Jeff said, maybe a little bit of a positive sign. Look how bright the sky is. We're not seeing any sun breakthrough here, but at least a little bit of possible clearing in that direction. But don't let that diminish the fact that over here it's still very dark. The rain is still continuing to come in. As promised, I wanted to let you hear from one of the people that was actually in that car stuck in the floodwaters earlier here along Commercial Street. This little girl was actually in the car with her younger brother and her aunt as the aunt was taking them to school, and they went through that water and got stuck. Listen to her right now.
Well, I started to cry because I was really scared that I would, like, the car would flood and then I would get all wet, and then I would have to go to school all wet and pass the whole day until 3:40, all wet, and I don't like being wet. It's really
Yeah, so of course, a little girl, her biggest problem is she didn't want to be wet at school, but she has no idea the dangerous situation she was involved in. Thankfully, her aunt, the little girl, and her brother made it out safely and did leave here not all that long ago, hopefully to go home and warm up a little bit before she headed to school, if she even went at all today. But again, it's still a serious situation here on Boston's North Shore here in Lynn, Massachusetts. Still flooding issues as cars are going up and down the main drag here on Commercial Street. We'll stay on top of details here. Coming up next half hour, Brian and Jackie, you will hear from Lynn's water commissioner about this water problem, this rainwater being not just rainwater, but sewage and industrial waste, a scary and disgusting fact. Stay tuned again in about a half hour. Back into you guys.
Justin Michaels in Lynn, Massachusetts. We've heard from